So the juicer doesn't give really any directions on what to do with how to actually juice. This is an apple seed that produces a chemical part of cyanide, so avoid seeds if you can. I cut the apples into small pieces because this little teeny baby apple, it does fit, but nobody has apples that size unless you're harvesting crab apples. So here we go. I've never done this. It says to put the mixer on speed 4. I'm going to try the big one. Why not? Well, actually, it's a little one. And here comes the pulp that would appear. And the juice is being saved here. It doesn't say it, but I figured out when there was water in here, you do that to release the juice. Not much juice from one apple, but that's not uncommon. So I'm going to put in some more apples. The pulp is dropping out. So you have to aim your container pretty well. And I think if you don't empty this really often, you're going to get pulp with juice that gets thrown out. And I don't know how much pulp is in my juice. So again, they didn't tell us exactly what to do. I figured out you had to cut it out. And I'm trying to aim this right. Trying to catch this however often you think you need to. But you couldn't necessarily leave it running because you can't set it down on this. That's pretty much a problem with all KitchenAid appliance add-ons, is that they don't ever have something to account for this bowl lip there. And so you can never set a plate there when you're making pasta or a bowl. You just kind of have to try to manage it as best you can with gravity and whatever. But I don't know if I'm doing this right, but that's what it's like to juice with this attachment. I have a Jack LaLanne juicer, and it's pretty powerful, but it's also big. You have to store it in a spot that's practically dedicated to that size. And so I was hoping that this could replace that. But I see a lot of pulp in the juice up here. So I don't know how much juice I am actually extracting versus the pulp that's leaving. The pulp is wetter than my Jack LaLanne, so that means I am losing juice through the pulp. I'm just going to leave that open and see what happens if I just leave that open. Can I aim this and aim that at the same time? And pretty much the answer is no, you can't do that. So you've got to shut it off, hope to catch all of that, and then try to catch all of that.
this is from me straining into here.